Nobody in the state of Arizona has had a bigger impact on the Arizona Fire Service than Bob Weber.
We're very much still feeling his hand and his contributions.
At the end of the day, when I really think about Bob's impact on the fire service, is there's just an untold number of small fire departments that his involvement with them, if it wasn't for that, they may not have gotten started.
After Bob retired from being chief of Lake Havasu, he became the executive director for the Arizona Fire Chiefs.
In the early years, the AFCA really struggled for a variety of reasons, and he was probably instrumental in keeping it afloat.
You know, we had our ups and downs and troubled times, and probably had it not been for Bob Weber, we probably wouldn't have an Arizona Fire Chiefs Association now.
He knew that in order to have consistency and professionalism, there had to be a standard to follow.
The chiefs began to kind of work in a more focused path because, quite honestly, they were very much involved in a lot of activities because of the personality and the energy of Bob. Bob Weber's phone number was probably the most circulated phone number in the state of Arizona because, you know, hey, if you have a problem, call this guy, and if he doesn't know the answer, he'll find somebody that does.
He tried to bring the fire service together. And that's a little bit of a challenge when you're dealing with municipalities and dealing with rural areas whose needs and focus and functions can vary somewhat.
He saw the need in all of these smaller communities and recognized that, and he was a guy that through all of his connections, all of the years and the various associations and stuff that he was at, he was able to gather up equipment, gather up knowledge, gather up people that would help him go up to these communities.
And although they may not have had the best equipment, they had some that they wouldn't have had without his efforts.
The State Fire School was done primarily for the smaller fire departments across rural Arizona, and he bled fire school. He really did. He truly was involved in and contributed to every facet of the fire service, especially in Arizona, but also at the national and international level.
He was an emissary, an ambassador throughout Europe, into Russia, into South America, and taking the Arizona Fire Service with him everywhere that he went.
The fire service was what made him live and breathe. And it wasn't about, that's the other thing that I think is really important to emphasize, it wasn't about Bob Weber. It was about the organization.
We got a telephone call, and I can't remember who it was that had called and told me that they just had a meeting and they wanted him to know that they had renamed this award after him. And so I told him that I thought that he would like to hear that too. And so I gave him the phone, and he just smiled and he thanked them. But I think at that point that, you know, it was only a few more days that he had left when he heard that. But I think that he was pretty proud of it.
You know, the award is an award from your peers. So your life, your body of work is being recognized by your peers. And that award has been named after someone whose body of work is simply amazing.
The individuals that knew Bob truly understood what it meant to receive that award, because you could see that in his case it was a lifetime commitment.
They need to know the history. They need to know Bob Weber and why. And once they know Bob Weber, it would be a tremendous honor to receive that if you know the background.
It also inspires other people to do the right thing as well.
To continue his legacy, to continue to respond in a passionate manner, one that gives back to this wonderful fire service that has provided us so much. To do it with a high level of integrity and honesty and character and to have some fun along the way is critically important to continue this idea of Bob Weber's life and why his name is associated with the Lifetime Achievement Award.